They say the grass is always greener. We'll soon find out. On with the show.
Coming from the City of Angels, in the basement of Studio True, we bring to you the William Vinegar Show. So here he is, William Vinegar.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. The man, the podcast, the William Vinegar Show. This special episode is called Teachable Moments. I just want to give a shout out to my Instagram followers that I work with. I'm going to have a surprise announcement later on in the show about my talents. But let me say this. I want to apologize to Tori P. I want to apologize to her. I was supposed to have her on my show last week. I actually put out episode 9. I put that out last week. Character carries more weight than the title. It's kind of a lost episode. You need to check it out on my YouTube channel. And hit like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And you can follow me on Instagram. Man, I don't know if I'm coming down with a cold or whatever, but I got me some electrolyte. And I do not own the rights to this, but I'm going to take a little sip. Anyway, you can, I got to remember where to put the markers at. But you can follow me at The Mighty Sosa on Instagram. You can also follow me at da.wvshow, also on Instagram. And my Spotify channel, The William Vinegar. And I wanted to, I think I was saying this before, apologize to Tori P. She was supposed to join me, and we were supposed to talk about financial intimacy and emotional intimacy. And we will do that on my next show, episode 11. This one's a special episode. Today, I went to my corporate office. Not my corporate office, but the people who I work for. And we had a discussion. And I'll tell you guys on the other side of this. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Well, like I was saying in the prior segment, I had went to my corporate office, and we were having a discussion about me transferring over to another site. As you know, excuse me. As you know, I don't mention the company I work for or names or the bosses of my coworkers or anything like that. Don't reveal it. Legalities, of course. But if you know me, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was for me transferring to another site. And the reason why I've been asking is because of, I believe I mentioned it on other shows. On other episodes of my show. Favoritism, nepotism, and I was getting ready to say a loyalty contest, but not a loyalty contest, more of a loyalty test. I remember like March of 2022, I was going on vacation. My birthday's in that month. I was going on vacation. I was approached by a member of management and was asked, will I support the team? At that time, I didn't really think of it all that well. Or rather, I didn't think too much of it other than to say, while I'm here, I will support the team. The thing is, that question, when I think about it over all this time, was basically a question of where my loyalty lies. You know, the thing is about that, about loyalty, is that it goes both ways. And what I have to say to that question, finally, after all is said and done, is what have you done? What have you done to prove that I can be loyal to the team? What has the team done? I'm not going to be the type of manager that you want me to be. And what that means, the type of manager that they want, and mind you, I'm not using any names, that they want is at this particular site is a manager that's an asshole, who talks down to people, who looks over their shoulders, who stares at them as a intimidating factor. Well, with this particular person, you can never tell if it's if they're using it as a intimidating factor, or if they're using it as being a voyeur. And everybody knows what a voyeur is. So with that one, with that person, it's hard to tell. But basically, that's what they were asking me to be for them, because that's the way they act towards the employees. One of the number one things that I hear from the employees is about me is that I'm a cool supervisor. I even heard it from the person in charge. Will, you are a cool supervisor. That's what everybody thinks of you. But what management thinks as cool is a person that lets everybody do what they want, which is a false narrative in my case. The thing is that I can get people to do what I need them to do without being an ass about it, without talking down to them, not looking over their shoulders, not staring at them with intimidation. That's why when I spoke to the powers that be today, they were saying, that's, Will, you made a huge leap in this industry versus where you came from. And the only reason why we made you a supervisor, and mind you, I did not ask for this position. And I know that there are certain ones who say, well, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have made you one, But it wasn't up to you. And obviously, if I was asked during that time when you were a supervisor to be a supervisor, I didn't apply for it. I did interview for it, but I was asked, ASKED, period. And I know it irks some people to believe that happened, but it did. And it wasn't because of desperation. It was because of it was exactly what they said today. The reason why we made you supervisor is because of the leadership skills you brought from the other companies you worked for. Wasn't what I know now. It was because of something that was lacking there in the staff. someone who's been down that road of talking to employees, of holding them accountable, of leading by example, of being competent, being credible, and being a positive impact. Just to let those folks know, holding people accountable is important, but also having good morale amongst those who follow you is just as important, or who you think follow you. That's the thing about being a leader and leadership, getting the people to follow you, regardless if you had a title or not. Your character leads people, not your title. Ergo, episode 9. Watch it. So, just to let my coworkers know, I will be transferring to another site. This may be the last week that you see me amongst you. And I hope to get all my goodbyes in. I hope to say that if I don't get to talk to you these last days that I'm there, I just want to let you know that it was an honor working with you and working by you guys' side and leading you. I know I'm that man that's rough around the edges, that emotional leader, the supervisor that cares. I'm going to miss you all, and we'll stay in touch. And on that note, with my signature quote, God bless, be true, and stay gold, baby. One.
Thanks for watching The William Vinegar Show, a Villainous Hero production.